Hi everyone, my name is Sandra and I'll be demonstrating the Web of Trust implementation in Nostria. And Nostria is a Nostr client with a lot of different features. It's very feature rich and it runs on all screens, all devices, all operating systems. There's native installers for Mac OS, for Linux, for Windows, and for Android and iOS. And of course, it is also a web application that you can install as a progressive web app, or you can just use it in a tab in a browser on any device. So I've already activated Web of Trust provider in this account here using Brainstorm. So Nostria was the first, I think, Nostria client who implemented this Web of Trust feature to display the rank score. The idea here is obviously to add a lot more providers as they come along. This is currently a protocol that is in development and providers are changing. So I started with Brainstorm here. I implemented it very early, support for it. They've been changing the APIs a few times and recently just updated again to make sure it works properly. I have made a separate video on how to basically activate it, but you go here, you click activate, and then you just wait a little bit. Previously you had to do a manual refresh here, but that's automatic now. As you see here, it's complete. I can request a recalculation if I want to, and then it will recalculate the scores. After a user have generated the scores, you can use this Web of Trust ranking almost everywhere. And there will be more places where it will make sense and it will be added as well. But let's go head over to feeds. So the first thing you can do on feeds is actually filter the main feed you have. So let's see if it actually works. I'll make 100 here, and here we go. I myself is 100, so I come up here, and then my own repost. See, so that worked very well. And let's go down to about 50, and then I see other users, right? So this is the feed filter, and then let's go back to myself. I have a thread here, so I also showed in the other video with a few replies. Here we go. And then when you're on a thread, you can also apply Web of Trust to avoid getting spam comments. Here, for example, I'll drag it all the way to 100. It says now 9 are hidden. It is obviously a little bit smart, so if you have someone without rank or low ranking, like this user have rank 21 and I have rank 100, and I replied to this user, it will obviously render the thread, right? So if it's a bot who doesn't get replies from anyone that has any rank, it won't show. But obviously a new user who is recently came along to find Nostr, they will still be seen if they write anything interest and get engagement from existing users on Nostr. Another place where you can use it is obviously in private messages. So if you go here on other, you can filter out spam from your inbox. Another option you have is people. So one of the features I built very early on in Nostria was a beautiful, nice listing of people, because Nostria is about your social network and human connections. So I want to be able to see the people, to see my friends, to see the people I care about. And after I initially added Web of Trust here, I also added a showing of the scores. You can also now or could for a while, you could sort by trust, which can be very useful because you can go and I won't click below here now because you get some profile images you don't want. I can show here, yes. So these are people I follow, and the trust rank, right? Obviously, there's an issue that a lot of people get hung up in the scores and everything. So my plan is to maybe just have like high trust, normal trust, and no trust, or so. Come up with some levels, okay? So I'll go back to high here because I want to show you here that I just installed here, so I don't have to cache that many profiles. But Web of Trust rank can also be used to discover new people you want to follow, right? As you're using Nostria, it will cache a lot of profiles that are commenting on threads and whatever, and you can go here and you can watch them. So this one I'm already following here. Is there anyone I'm not following here? I don't know, but there's eventually, as you're using Nostria, you will find accounts here which have high ranking that you're not following. Ah, yes, here. You can actually filter here, hide following. Here you go. So these are then accounts who are coming up in my feed and my threads that I'm not following yet, right? So I can go here and choose to follow them and get an insight based on the score. So that's very valuable. And then I don't think there's much more yet. The plan is obviously also to have it in chats, in communities, in music and streams. These places also have a people filter already. So Web of Trust is not that, I mean, you see here it's already implemented Web of Trust here as well as a kind of list filter, a basic filter here. So it's like public chats. I can expand here, like it's 88 public chats here. I can choose, chats only by my following, and then only a Web of Trust here. It's basically the same. So streams as well, there used to be a bunch of spam, and sometimes they come spam in here. There's no Web of Trust here now, but I can do like following or favorites who are actually streaming. So yeah, that is some of the features with Web of Trust in Nostria. I will continue expanding upon this as time goes by. I obviously want to add support for more providers. There's also a small option here where you can actually see your event that is written with your Web of Trust configuration, and just copy that to your clipboard. So that's it for now. As you saw, you can activate the Brainstorm Web of Trust without leaving Nostria. You don't need to open their website, which only supports browser extension login right now. I think in Nostria you can use NSEC, you can use browser extension, you can use local signer, remote signer. It all just works with Brainstorm and Web of Trust. So thank you everybody for watching, and see you again soon.